you end up getting free crown land every month or every year. Which is why we're at such amazing crown land, even though we're not as specifically yoinking. Oh, La Plata has formed. So I still need this. I need those. I need this. I need all the inside colonies here, and then we have to wait. Painfully, we have to wait all the way up till industrialization. Ugh. Start catching this back up. And what idea group do we do? Probably diplomatic, so that I can take the provinces I need at lower war score cost. I keep wanting to click that button, but it's not sensible. Will we extend this regency instead of getting a 625? I wish there was a throw away the regency. Let the baby to come to power earlier button. Increase his dip skills. 625. Yes, we've gone Catholic, so that these guys hate us less. She seems like a nice lady. Well, she's teaching her son, so she can't be too bad a mother. He's gone insane for want of my gold mines again. Yeah, I went Catholic so the Euros hate me less. Not at all, but less. The colonizers are still all, I want your gold mines, 200. Even ones that are getting beaten up and aren't as strong as me. I want your gold mines, 200. 200. Well, actually, here's only 160. But you get the idea. They're stupid. Holland, I want your gold mines. The only one that likes me is this guy. Work our way across to the war score one. He has begun colonizing these ones. We have been trying, Goka. We have been trying, but he rejects all our overtures at friendship. He hates Spain, but he doesn't seem to hate Spain enough to, did we get the stat? We did. 645. So he leveled up his dip twice due to his mum educating him. Mama did a good job. need to do those two to block him off from colonizing anything else. Actually, those three. How would you like to own? Can't do it to rivals. Bah, whatever. That one. And then in a second, these two. Who is available for PU? Mecklenburg, Savoy, and Britain, but Britain's my rival, so there's no way they would do that. We could technically potentially get Savoy. And they aren't teeny tiny, but they're going to say distance between borders. Okay, that one finishes and goes here. It's almost time to do Aztec again. Help me with my inflation. And tax, please, Pope. Okay, that becomes that one. See? Even over 100, he refuses to go friendly. Prestige is free, Salah. Compared to the admin cost, Prestige is free. Throw them the 10 admin and be happy. If I had a button right now that converted 10 Prestige into 50 admin, I would click that button 4 times until I'm not allowed to click the button. Okay. There are also positive events. I don't believe you. Positive events? Like what? It's always kill my good baby, lose one stab. You're overextended. France gets a free PU on you. Stupid Naples event. November of 17. Also, you exist again. Hello. Goodbye. I want to wait till that's finished so that I can eat all of them. Our heavy ships should be helping that siege. You don't need to hide during this war. Come over here and help that siege. We're about to hit that again. Buy the innovativeness at a cataclysmic cost of mill. Take the new Units. Is he under a hunchy? Not yet. Oh, and how's our, Nice. Very nice. Handful more months than we can do Aztec again. Can you explain it? It is a modifier for core cost reduction and ability to take provinces. It's war score cost and core cost reduction and aggressive expansion all in one. It's a single modifier that does all of those things. We already gold near it. We gold neared when it made sense for getting all of these done and doing the dev pushing of the institutions and so forth and so forth. No point conserving it. The reason that you normally conserve it to the end of the game is to use it. It is another 10% core cost reduction when you're going absolutist. So once you start absorbing cataclysmic amounts of land by having high absolutism and the imperialism CB, you combine that with the reduced core cost of the Golden Age, but we don't need to do that. We have very little land that we need to take left. What we're actually mostly doing is just waiting for the year 1750 so that, Texas? Texas! So that, the final institution will spawn. Yep, Texas. We're going to be invaded by cowboys. Totemist Texas. Totemist Nomadic Texas. There's a listen emote. Presumably to encourage people to listen. I do want that. So something like that. Do I use anything to smoothen the game since I have good specs but still slow Mo EU4? Nope, not especially. We've got one mod active at the moment because there is very, very few mods that you're allowed to use whilst you're speedrunning, at least for the real-time attack category. I've got one that makes the map, the political map mode here transparent, so that I can still see the rivers and stuff to make decisions about moving units whilst I'm in political map mode, rather than having to constantly flip between political and geographic map modes. But that's it. There's that one. There's one that, like, deletes almost every graphic, as in boats don't have graphics, units don't have graphics. It turns off the cities. It turns off almost every, like, non-essential graphic to try and help speed up the game. But I don't find my game slow enough to really warrant that. And I tried it and it didn't help us very much. We tried to do that to beat the record for Form Russia. and it didn't help enough. So I've kind of said, it's ugly and I don't want it, and it's not actually very helpful. Actually, Vanito, I've found that this patch, this most recent update, 41.33.4, huge increase to Speed 5 for me. You know, your individual mileage may vary, but for me, it was a huge increase to Speed 5. Anything over 5... If you're starting as a small nation, anything over 5 is a problem, because it will tank your autonomy in provinces via the bartering event. If you're a big boy, if you start as a sufficiently big boy, then it isn't so much of a problem. And you can just say, okay, autonomy in 3 provinces, I don't care, when the event triggers. At the start of the game, Galgamus, you are often already lowering that autonomy because of Crown Land shenanigans. Having it go up after that, or having it go up in addition to that, can be really, really painful. If you're a little boy, with only like 2 or 3 provinces, where it affects all of them, especially. That one finished, and can become here. That one finished, and we can eat up Dutch Columbia. So, these 2 guys, please come over to... We can declare on Dutch Columbia. Regency! Game. This is the 2nd Regency in a row. At least this wife is good. Yep, I'm not allowed to have good heirs, says the game. 75% inflation. Just no. Next colony can be in there. I don't know if I don't know what the upper limit on inflation is. So I wouldn't even know how to make that category. Finally, we can embrace global trade. It used to crash on 999. How do you know this, Salah? How would anyone know that? I cannot imagine being at 999% inflation. Cheat engine? Okay. Just manually set the inflation to absurd number. Next. Here. Which one finished? That one. There's still a bunch more colonies to do. What I could also do, seeing as he won't buy it from me, because it's a rival, I might be able to release a client state, give it up as a vassal, and then he might try to eat it. But there's nothing to do till we get our regency done with, so I'm going to grab a drink, use the bathroom. The game may continue in my absence. You can look at the world. Moogles! It's green blob versus green blob. And it's blue blobs over there. Anyway, enjoy, be back in a sec. Okay. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. There's a bunch of provinces they need to own. They need to own Nizhny. They need to own Moskva. They need to own Smolensk or Ryazan and Novgo and Yaroslavl or something else. It's a reference, Cycling Rhino. Austria wants to be my friend again. I reluctantly accept. Who owns Never? The Livonians have retreated to St. Petersburg. True. We have the global... That's a bit Wellington. We have the global trade merchant available. The one that you get from accepting global trade. Probably the Mexico money. 60% of that 12 should be mine, rather than escaping to the Caribbean, where I only get a fraction of 36% of it. I'm not sure there even is almost anything that we could lower autonomy in. Well, there's a little bit. We went from 10 something to 27. Yeah, it helps. I should build the unis if I have the tech. There we go. 5 unis. Wait for those to trickle through. There are 3 that are nice in this age. This one, this one. This one can be nice conditionally. And where's the harsh treatment one? Okay. Influence, gift, get rid of this guy. He's lived far too long. Oh, colonist finished. Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one? Yep, he's still a tribe. A Catholic tribe. Influence. Gift. Annex. We're mostly just clicking this button for the absolutism increase, not because I actually fear the rebels. One more month of improving and he should be ready. Okay, 2 more months of improving and he should be ready. Goodbye. Offer our dear friend Austria access. Curry some favors with him. If we're going to use him against Brazil, well, Spain. One more. Spain might connect themselves across to Italy. You think he's going to say, I want to eat Savoy? He does not want to eat Savoy at the moment. He wants Genoa. He wants his little mini Mare Nostrum. Yep, he wants the Tunis bit, and he wants Genoa, but not Savoy yet. Goodbye, Tapuaria. He had a horse. In the bin with it. Is the former subject province at 100% devastation? Yes. Yes, it is. Because we prevented him from moving around. He didn't get to do his whole, I'm a tribe, I move around thing. Colony finished. What is the pink country? Dutch Brazil. Dutch Columbia, sorry. We're waiting for our regency to end. Well, actually, I could do it now. Fine, we'll do it now because it's an Empress Regency, not a real Regency. Done. Get these over here, help with the siege. Gobble that up. Done. Okay, then it's just the Spanish bits. And waiting for 1750 for industrialization. Did nice things for our name. Having a little bit of spare capacity there would be nice. Oh no, it's too late to be my friend now. Except for you. You I wouldn't necessarily mind being friends with. Actually, he's at war. That means I can do these guys without the interference. But we're still waiting for the advanced CVs. So just have patience. There's no rush. I suppose I could generate literally every claim I need on you. Yeah, it really isn't, Zeus. The limiting factor here is getting to tech and getting to 1750. Getting this. This cannot trigger until 1750 and then 1760 or 1770, depending on whether England get their... Basically, there's two conditions there. The top one is the generic one that anyone can get, and the bottom one is basically biased to try and make it happen in England. Boop. You can always just ask Zeus. Explo, religious, expansion, Diplo. Get colonies, get good CB to eat up all of this stuff in the early CNs before we flipped. Even more colonies. War score cost. Make someone my subject? Just straight up vassalize this poor guy. Okay. Not easily. I struggle to think of a way that we would easily flip theocracy now. There is an argument to be made for economic, so that we can try and have... I doubt we're going to have the most valuable trade node. 20... 120. Yeah, Britain is going to win that. Are we at max gov reforms? Yes. So we could click this button a bunch. There. Even more gov cap. Money to spend. Do some more of these. Texas is defending against France. Hey, Pisces Freak. Yeah, all is well. How you doing, mate? Oh, you wanted me to do it through this. No. I was thinking, like, form Jerusalem sort of thing. As the, how to become The official policy there, Salah, was that they don't want you... Yes, they've made it random, or at least it was this at one point. Yes, they make it random, but that's so that you don't kill pretender stacks whilst letting the province still have pretender rebels, spawn a new one, a new king with new stats, kill that one if it isn't like a 666, repeat until you can force, like you can use that to help brute force a good ruler. And they didn't like people doing that, so they turned it into what you see is not what you get. You feel scammed? Oh, we've turned around a war against the invaders. Which apparently lets me take stuff for 0% war score. Which is pretty sweet. We're still the most behind on ad... No, we're the most behind on dip now. I lied. What do we take for our next idea group? Be boring. Take quantity. Work our way up to infinite force limit. So that if we do, when we do the war against Spain, we can just park units in France and then overrun him with sheer numbers and make him scream for mercy. Done, but I don't want to call that myself. Very good. Back to here. Hey, big clown. Not clown socks, but big clown. Fix that one. Done. Is he Catholic already? No. No, he is not. But he doesn't like us enough to let us change him. End of next year, we can eat up the last of Aztec. The first time we did it, or tried to do it, and we're looking pretty good for it, Portugal was allied to Britain and Castile, and eventually Portugal declared on me, calling in all three of them. If it was any two of them, I probably would have been able to make it work, but all three was just a bit too much to handle all at once. This time we have flipped to Catholic as a change. Last time we stayed sun worshipping because it kind of made thematic sense, but it's not strictly speaking a requirement. Which has let us get some of the other people. What are you doing? The Saxon Succession War. Well, Austria's doing okay. Which has helped us get some European allies, if not the colonists. Because they are still all, I want your gold! Gold! Actually, France is maybe willing to see that they might not want my gold. Did we just throw our heir down the well? Yes. Yes, we did. You can increment the baby counter. That one's not good either. You may increment the baby counter twice. Exclamation mark. Down the well. Any reason why waiting for Spanish Brazil? I might as well just wait for the advanced CBs. Otherwise I have to pay dip for all the provinces. That simple. It's quite a dark command. It never says they die. Maybe they climb out the well. For legal reasons, it is the well that kills them, not us. End of the year we can take this tech. We need to colonize the rest, yes, and it doesn't even matter. If we owned every single province we needed right now, it wouldn't help because we have to wait for industrialization. There's no way you can complete this before 1770. Well, 1750. It's just not possible, so there's no need to go nuts trying to get all the provinces straight away. Do I really care about getting rid of those cores compared to just eating you? We'll never give you access. We hate you. If only he was the wrong religion so I could holy war him. We get dissemination of the coffee plant. No more Arabica coffee. Crush. Beautiful. Reactivate your suppression. Except that now you also suppress our subject as well. All right. When is the 5-year timer going to be up? October of 9. So much spare money. Yeah, I don't think it was an intentional change, Salah. I think it was an accident. Yep, he's winning. He's got the war goal. If I wasn't at war, France could see their way to being my friend. So you know what? Keep your stupid province. Maybe. Or not. Fine, make me 100% you fool. You fool! Marry Austria. Start trusting him down. I've got nothing else to do with my favors. Do, 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 do. Four more times. 3 more times. Austria will be... Hey, I don't have to be independent, Cycling Rhino. Literally, we could finish this achievement while under a PU with Austria. That would not necessarily get in the way of things. End of next year, we get our 100%. Aww. Portugal has eaten Texas. Boo! Boo! Eating Texas. No, I didn't actually want to improve with you. I wanted to improve with the Pope. Who is grumpy that I have a heretic philosopher. Yeah, look at this. Spanish Eastern America and Spanish Western America, but not Spanish Central America. You know what? We're going to change focus. I need to get the advanced CBs, so we will focus on dip. They avoid colonizing Arctic ones as long as they can. It's only when they've got no other choice that they will colonize Arctic provinces. They try to go to ones that don't have the settler modifiers for slowness. Because it slows down settler speed, they try and avoid it. Which makes sense, you know. Would you colonize the really, really hard to colonize place, or would you colonize the place that's easy and hospitable first? Probably the hospitable place if it didn't offer some specific strategic advantage in terms of position. That's how the colonizing works in Vicky 2. The provinces literally have like a hospitability? Ometer on them that's represented by a thermometer, and you can only colonize ones that are within your sort of hospitability ability. Habitability. Yeah, habitability works. I want it to be hospitable. Admin. We can't take tech. I don't want to take admin dev, but I guess we do. So we burn down a bunch of admin dev. And then we go do some admin dev. And bring balance. You got what I meant, but it was funny to hear me stumbling over the words. Finally, 100%. And yum. Where's the one with the monument here? It's up there, and Portugal is colonizing it as we speak. Fair enough. He likes us enough that we can convert him to the true faith. He doesn't even hate us for converting him to the one true faith. We could convert his provinces for him. Help him out with that, because we're a good boss. Two more claims and we can eat up Spanish La Plata via claim, rather than having to wait for imperialism. The Pope owes me help with my inflation. That was something I could have spent my capping admin on. I should have looked to spend on the inflation thing first, before doing dev. If we throw influence at him, I'm pretty sure he can annex right now. Well, in November he can annex. It's almost right now. Pope is maxed. If we're about to eat up this guy, we should get our units over here. Let's guess. You're attacking that. Yup. He's trying to connect side to side. This poor fragmented Creek Federation. One more claim. And if we get detected, we'll just go anyway. Okay, we can start annexing you. I don't need him to love me any more than he already does. Trust, trust, trust. How much of our force limit are we actually using? A little more than half, but not too much more than half. What about our boat force limit? Could we not be stealing more money in the Caribbean? We could be. We could increase our prestige from Naval's battle. Holy moly, that is so much hostile attrition. 10%? Does it stack with the other one? 15% if you have them both, probably. Train and train while we wait for that last one. Transport ship combat ability. Surely it doesn't grant... No, it doesn't. Paradox... There was one patch where they, like, removed all the hostile core creation cost ideas, all the things like transport ship compatibility, all the really useless ones they erased. So that no one's national ideas super sucked. And you're like, why do they have this? Any other modifier would be better. Click the button. Keep us above this. So there's the Creek, California. Creek. Ugh. Spanish California. I could also generate claims on Portuguese Mexico and be ready to eat him. Why not? Help our minion with his conversions. About 9 more months. Then we should be good to eat up La Plata. He would like men or sailors? Men. You may have them. We're at max manpower. It's not like them. It's not like more manpower is helping us. I suppose we could build another stack or two. There. Do you start with the Doom mechanic? No. Inti have a different mechanic, and even then we don't have that mechanic because I turned off Eldorado DLC specifically to get rid of that mechanic so that we don't have to do the whole expand, click the button, lose all your land, expand, click the button, lose all your land, do that 5 times, then end up with a reformed religion. Instead, we can just straight away be reformed, start dev pushing for the institution. Leaving it on is really crippling in terms of your tech. So it's just bad. It's just bad for a speedrun. If you want to have like an immersive, this is maybe how the Inca would actually have reformed their nation in an old history. Sure, it's maybe a bit more engaging in that way. But for what we're doing, it's just terrible. I'm being cheap, Van, is basically the answer. 8 is a nice number because it splits into 2s easily. And 4 and 8 are bonus points for a lot of the forts. Whereas 10 does not split nice and easily. I tend to go 28 or 18-12 as my two default compositions. $18.12 from about 5 more years in the future. From about 1650, you really should swap over to basically as many cannons as you have infantry. Assuming that you can afford it. 0 horsies. 0 horsies, Dark Star. That is Blobber's position on horsies. No horsies. Just the worst. No horsies. Not a one. Realistically, even a lot of the time when I start off with horses, what I should probably do is throw them at the enemy and use them as manpower and just consolidate them away instead of deleting them at the start. But for the sake of easiness, I tend to just delete them at the start. It's probably a way I could improve what I do. Yeah, I respect horses. Fear, not so much. Respect. Like, there's a horse 30 yards. There's a horse 20 meters away from me. There's 4 of them within 50. Right? I've broken my arm dealing with horses. My dad's broken his leg, his hip. Collapsed lung. It's... They're potentially dangerous creatures. It is sensible, you know, it's the same thing as like respecting the dangers of electricity. You don't go using your hairdryer whilst you're sitting in the bathtub sort of thing. Okay, we got our last claim. Boom. It's time for you to die. Some of us are masters of the electrical arts. You go here. You go there. GG. Well, that didn't take very long, now did it? Done. There's no claims adjacent to claims at the moment. It said when one of my lot get their masters, we can shoot it from their hands. You turn into Raiden. Raiden. Still a ways away from the advanced CBs. I might as well keep fabricating, because once he annexes, I'm going to want claims on everything that borders, and it's not like my spies are doing anything else useful. Although I'm not allowed to yet. These guys really are not friendly. Poor guy. Ah yes, when I was at peace I was going to try and befriend France again. And he's gone hostile once more. Well, we'll improve again, see if we can get him unhostile. He will be useful for beating up Spain. Seeing as I've built all of the manufactories, we might want to take another look at the workshops. See if any of those have become worth it. Once we exhaust the ones that are above 0.3. There we go. We should also go and build all of these inside Talexcoso. Once we save up a little bit more. Why does Perm exist? Poor Muscovy. Novgorod exists even. Very poor Muscovy. So we're going to claim more of this. And we're trying to get up to Tech 23. Did I throw Russia down the well? We've had zero involvement with Russia. It's Schleswig. Schleswig-Holstein. Holstein. I'm going to do the lights because it's getting sparkly. Yeah. There we go. The green screen's happy again. We can have a look how Mr. Moogle is doing. He's eaten a little bit more of over here. No, I think Bachmanus is the one that's grown the most since we last looked. Portuguese Australia. There is no Ethiopia. And that's about it. Look at the blue country in the north. Ah, Sweden has Scandinaviaed. Okay, the claims here, well, the integration of this is almost done. No, if anything, I'm gonna try and oh, he's not an enemy of Spain anymore. And he doesn't like that I'm friends with Austria. I might move an absurd army over here. I need like 200k. Praise Inti? No, sad cheetah. We believe in Jeebus. Have you not heard about our Lord and Saviour Jeebus? He controlleth the RNG. We inherited a bunch of stuff, which we can now full state. Good. We inherited some horsies, burn them with fire. We inherited some boats. Bring them over to the other boats. Trust, 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 dear Austria. Trust, trust, trust. Garrison growth rate. He's beating up one of the native Australians. No, follow the coast, you idiot. Manufactories, did we win? We did not. Yemen has won. No! Our super baby has died. The next wave of colonies needs to be done. It's time to get the meta. Oh, was that a new baby? No, just Austria doesn't PU us for some other reason. Meta becomes this thing. And then there's only one more set that we have to do. Eat up the CNs. And steal these two provinces from Castile. Double check that he hasn't built forts on them. Good. It's a big Florida. Florida and Canada. It really wants me to upgrade that. We could go send Spain an insult. Get this above the magic number. Does the AI just make random colonial zones? They tend to preference ones that don't have terrain modifiers. As in, you look at these ones that they haven't colonized. Part of the reason they haven't colonized them is they have the Arctic modifier. Slower settler rate. That said, if they can't reach anything else, they will colonize ones that are bad. That have modifiers. Oh, in the RNW. Yes, they tend to divide. Ooh. They tend to divide the large land masses get divided up. Into single CNs. And they tend to match extremely well with the trade zones. Because they are built at once, like because they're built to fit together, it's not like you have half a continent where the trade zones are left-right split and the colonial nations are top-bottom split. Cough, cough, cough. We're going to hit the admin cap again. There's no stab to do. There's no coring to do. There's no inflation to pay down. We are forced to do some admin dev. There. Portuguese Mexico is getting attacked by a bunch of little uns. Cough, cough, cough. Merge. I kind of hope they succeed so that I can take it from them. Because they're the wrong religion and I don't need to fabricate. Instead we can just holy war. We get a random new dynasty, but reasonable enough stats, so I'm not unhappy. Looks like he got peace with the purple people. And might win against Texas. Stab all the way back to 3. Get rid of the bad fort. You know what? We might as well give that one the Siege Me Slowly building. Do the same to our capital. Ooh, Mexico might win. Ah, sorry, Texico. Texas. Or not, because the mama bears have gotten involved. Rip. Scandinavia is preparing to attack Muscovy in the War of Aggression. That's not very nice. 21 units? Poor Muscovy. 10k money, we should spend it again. There's maybe something to be said for building some of these. I'm looking at some of these. And some more of these. Okay. I could do my war to eat this and these before we get the advanced CB. As long as I use claims. How much of his force limit is derived from his minions? Brazil is like 20. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter if we eat this up first or not. Our legitimacy is hurting that. What did we just promise to do? To get high legitimacy. The stupidest thing about that mission is the reward for getting to high legitimacy used to be even more legitimacy. Yeah, look, get to 90 legitimacy, your bonus. Extra legitimacy. It's silly. One more, and then we go back to doing tech on time like a sensible boy. I'm kind of convinced that we could eat this up now. It would only be a very marginal dip cost. Is the mission only for monarchies? What mission, sorry? Oh! There's an equivalent one for republics. I don't know if there's something similar for theocracies. I don't remember it, but it could well exist. Yeah, I'm not sure about the theocracies. I do know there is one for republics. Next wave of these. And then there's no more to do. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is how it works for that event. I don't know if it works similarly for the theocracies. Was that the HRE or the Pope? It looks like it was the HRE. Regency, 53-year-old. God, she had a son late. At age 51, she had a son. I mean, these days it's not so unreasonable, Solar, but back in those days, that is really old to be having a baby. Come on, Texas, eat it up. You've won. Yeah. It could be a cousin. It could be a cousin. Still waiting for meta. Time to enable strong duchies? What? Oh, for you. Okay. Quack, 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 quack. Enjoy your strong duchies. Oh, Mexico got eaten. Boo! Thank you, you needed a reason to use it. Quack, 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 quack. You use it because it's cool. Because +2 relationship slots is OP. We're not far away now. 2 more techs. Well, you've got 2 options, Salar. Declare a bullshit war. Well, 3. Declare your own bullshit war that keeps the Ottomans from joining. Wait for the Ottomans to declare some other war, where they don't call in Tunis. Help the Ottomans, and eat Tunis while that's going on. Or ask the Ottomans to not be friends. Or attack someone that is secondary and force them to break up. What's happened to Tunis over here? What's the bet he's friends with the Ottomans? Yes. And the Mughals. He has 2 big boy friends. Idea cost. Reform growth, and cost to promote mercantilism. The influence isn't that big a deal, really, because you yoink. They're so happy that you can yoink the land back. It's only if you're a teeny tiny nation that it's really worth playing the low influence game. Because the way these modifiers work is they're stronger the more provinces you have. More manpower modifier is stronger the more provinces you have. More tax is stronger the more provinces you have. I suppose you could argue the bonus tax from this is stronger the more provinces you have. Cost to promote mercantilism. It's almost as good as transport ship combat ability. Do we get any coal? Yes, there's a bit of coal over here. And there's a bit of coal up there. You knew at the time? Hey, it's better than letting it burn. At least you were doing something with it. Letting it go over cap is worse than turning it into a almost entirely useless modifier. It used to be VGF. It did used to be. These days, I don't know if it is anymore outside of custom nations. But it definitely used to be. Mercantilism is bad, Solar, because the correct way of having trade control isn't boosting the efficiency of the provinces you have. The correct way of boosting trade control in a region is just to own every province in that region and the regions next door to it. No, there's not a way to turn. No matter how much you could give transport ships 300% combat ability, and just because they have such a low cannon count to begin with, I suppose with 300% they'd be almost as good as light ships. But that's it. There are ways that are far, far, far more efficient. Far, 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 far more efficient. Not just a little more efficient. Done. We've convinced France to be our friend too. So now with France and Austria, I feel like we can probably manage to do Spain. It makes your trade better twice. You shouldn't be embargoing people to get your trade power high either. You should be eating their land. Standardized uniforms, we don't really care. We're almost at max professionalism anyway. Now, if we're going to send a stack or two over to Europe, we should be sending real stacks. Not everyone plays wide. True. You play the game for your goal. If your goal is to have fun, then play how you have fun. And don't let anyone else tell you that it's right or wrong. Even me. Uh, 1812. Or actually probably 1614. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. How many of those stacks can I make and send over to Europe? 6. 6 is to be the number of the stacks, and the number of the stacks it will be 6. France. Fleet basing rights. And military access. Okay, step 1. Get across to there. Even if you're super ultra wide, like I've had situations where I've been the whole world minus a half dozen provinces, and that subject is still disloyal. It's ridiculous. And not disloyal because of, like, I stole hundreds of millions of your dev or something. Just like, I think that I'm strong enough to beat you because I have 300 total dev. When your master is like 30,000. Okay, we need to sit and wait. Because our ships are a bit... Well, they need to buff out their damage. Sunset Invasion, own 5 provinces in Europe. Soon, TM. We are indeed on the road to 1750. Well, 60. Possibly 70 if England doesn't manage to keep dominant trade control and trade node wealth. Florida wants me to help their independence. Denied. Do it yourself. If you want free America, you're going to have to declare a war of independence without me. Okay. And then 3 more stacks. Florida man can do it by himself. That's the spirit. Spain is giving France a hug. They're friendly. Okay, literal last colonized province that we need to do. Everything in addition to this is just bonus. He's hugging them. He's eaten the outside edge. You think he's eating them? Nom 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 nom. They can be a way to play. They have to be ours, the ones that exist. We might as well colonize the ones that exist. Means no one else can colonize them. And it also makes our name pretty, and it also makes it nice and obvious that I'm the owner. I can change to this map mode, and it's super obvious that I am the owner. Two more trips. Oh, we are not legitimate. Yes, we are illegitimate. Because we had our dynasty die. And it's actually hurting this, which is no good. Then across to here. Maybe don't step where France is causing us unnecessary attrition. Next tech. We can see the light. Not dip, because dip is what we need to get our CB. There's something to be said for economics so that we can dev push the final institution. And who doesn't love more money? I'm not setting France. Okay. All our troops are over here. They need to do their last little bits of repairing. Both of you come back to, say, here. For when the war comes. Even though it's still at least, like, 15 years away, realistically. I'm not going to be able to click this for a long, long time. How is the manufactory spread going? Slower than I would like. Alaska is under attack. It's fine. I knew I wouldn't have to send defenders because the Arctic terrain makes these suffer more attrition than they can repair. So they will never interrupt the colony. And when the colony finishes, these disappear. Oh, the game's grinding to a bit of a halt for a second there. Did you declare a war or something? Yes, the Arctic natives have very low populations. Technically, they shouldn't even spawn with 1,000 units, right? There's only supposed to be 500 units here, so he should spawn with so few that he can't siege us as well. But the game just rounds up to the nearest 1,000 when spawning them. I don't need more favors with Austria. I do need more favors. They should round it down. I do need more favors with France. You wish it did that with your armies? Okay, so I've got the claims I need there. It's war to eat Spanish Brazil, and then war to eat the provinces I need from Spain. And then sit around and do nothing. I could, but I need to take 2 of their other provinces anyway. I need to take... They beat us to the Falklands and... St. Georgia. South Georgia, sorry. And we need those 2. A colonial nation, Zeus. C, colonial. N, nation. Like Florida here. So, what they're suggesting is... could I sell a 5th province in the Colombia region, this red region, to Spain, so that instead of needing to attack Spain directly for these 4 provinces, if I sold him one, if he would buy it, which he won't because he's my rival, then it would form a CN and I could attack without Papa Bear Spain getting involved. So, like, if you look at my attacking this guy, it just says no one will join. It doesn't say Spain will protect him. So if I could trick him into forming another colonial nation, I could potentially get these 4 provinces. It's kind of weird, but it's also the only sensible way of having these nations not get completely screwed over if they try and... Like, if you're a player, your only other option is to be able to beat the mama bears as well. And that's just... That's not going to happen, really. Yes, I have to go to war with Spain for Falklands and for South Georgia. Well, maybe not South Georgia, but at least for the Falklands. No, it's continent of South America. I do need this one as well. And if we type goal, then it also appears, including Falklands, South Georgia, and Galapagos. But we got the turtles. The turtles are ours. Although we got fish rather than livestock. If you roll livestock on this province, you can get an event to do with farming the turtles to eat them. Like starting a turtle farm. A turtle ranch, if you were. See you, Pisces. You had a Sarkalav in Australia, and the Aboriginal natives ate your country. You couldn't declare on them without treason. You can use enforce peace to protect your subjects. But it does get to be a bit of a hassle. Oof. Can I show declare war screen on Spain? So if you hover here, you can see, yes, it includes Spanish Brazil, Spanish Canada, Spanish California. France would need me to pay off their debt, but then they would join. And he claims he likes them, but the solution to that is just ask him to prepare for war, and then he's screwed. He can't say no. Are there any natives that we could ally? For a while it looked like we might ally Zuni and Creek, but they've just gotten eaten up. It's not worth it. I'd have to defend them more than they would help me. Between those two, we can guard here downwards. Greetings, Prime Kek. How you doing, mate? Can we also upgrade our many light ships? Why are the Incan Totemist Zealots? Oh, they're different. I thought that these were two single set of rebels. Exclamation mark idiot in chat. I deserve it. You just ended your stream with the ability to form Rome. Woo! You get to be a Tyrian purple. A couple more heavies wouldn't hurt. And we can start reverse Russia-ing, because Russia hasn't successfully Russiaed. We can colonize this way. From Siberia towards Europe. Make our estates happy with our legitimacy. Build a cathedral. If we're running out of things to do with our dip, because it's still too ahead of time, we could begin converting everything. There, that gives us a bit of time. Swiss? Why have the Dutch expelled Swiss people? Because he owns part of France and the Swiss. Wow. To me that looks like he reverse PU'd Burgundy. It looks like he got his freedom from Burgundy, had the same dynasty, and inherited Burgundy. Holland will protect us. Support independence from Wei? Why do you think I'd help? I don't hate Shun. I don't hate Ming. That's so weird. I do not remember Eurotrip. I'm not necessarily saying I haven't seen it, I just don't remember it. Everything already looks colonized over here, so it really is just wait for Russia. My border is right over here. Oh yeah, it's so close to Yue, isn't it? It makes sense for him to seek independence from me all the way over here as opposed to there. He must be pretty desperate. All of Australia is one country. Portuguese Australia, but they haven't absorbed NZ yet. Or at least only a little bit of it. Still like 10 years before we can afford this still. Oi. Vassalize Haida? I was thinking about it. I don't see a good reason why not. I've got the free relationship slots. Influence gift. And we're done. Oop, game grinding to a halt. Handful more months of improving than he's done. In the meantime, trust down. Francie Pants. Welcome to being our vassal. Keep trusting France down. Yeah, Francie Pants. One more trust. And I think that's the last bit we probably get done before the ability to declare war. With the good CBs. Although realistically, these are so cheap I could just do it anyway. You know what? Fine. Prepare for war. Give me these provinces. Sit on the war goal. Okay, not the best attack. Go to there. Not loving that. But the war goal is ours. You two, across to here. That's a little worrying. Come on, Austria. I was told you have 200k troops. Wow. And yet we see none. No, I want these bits. These are the bits I want, Salah. The bits that I can't take from Brazil later. Might just go bash down Liège. Merge. I said merge. Fine. Merge. Attach. And auto. Go. You're going to need to back off to, say, here. Sit. Auto. Kill. Or actually, go there, then there, then there, then there. Yeah, that looks alright. Liège. We need you out. Austria is apparently doing jack. Croatia is the true target of the war, don't you know? How is... That's fine. In fact, if anything, these should be coming over this way. Yes, and then you. Wait for those to get locked. Come on. Kill, and then come back. Apparently I need some more over there. Good. Go where I tell you. What happened to you being disloyal? You've become just slightly loyal. And it looks like we need some more cannons over here. Go. Okay, Liège, time for you to get out. No? What do you mean, no? I have your capital. Grrr. Grrr. Good. No, turn around, go the way I've told you. And then back to there. And then back to there. Leash says we have 2 other forts. Yeah. That is rather exactly what they are saying. And my response to that is... Do you? Do you really? Do you have 2 forts now? Good day, sir. That's probably Ragusa out as well. Thank you. Next. Mainz. And Strasbourg. that one, then the capital. Oh, you need to back off to here. I had thought between the two of those would be fine, but no. Back off to there. I don't want to grab that stack. I'd rather have more mercs. Honestly, if anything, it feels like these should come all the way over here. Okay, next. Okay, and the capital. I don't need to barrage that. We can just wait. You. Hunt. No. Hunt enemy fleets in the Caribbean. Do. So that when they try and transport troops around now, you intercept them, please. Austria leaves. And so does Mainz. Thank you. Head to Strasbourg. That will do nicely. Yes, please. Come on. Give you a leader. One of you stay and guard these forts. The other one continue. I'm not spending thousands of ducats on that. No. Good. Next. Yes. Whatever. You need a leader as well. Spanish flagship sunk. There and then there. For a second I thought they'd killed my stack when I wasn't looking, but it was just hiding underneath the other things. Good. And then that one and that one. Manpowers for spending, Raging William. And we have more or less full professionalism to tap it as we want. Also, we could get the Pope's help. Okay, and then there, and then there. One of you stay and guard this. We have been kicked off there, and it looks like we even got wiped. Yup. Ouch. Well, our European part of this plan has fallen apart. You guys, please... No, not hide, but please repair. Not... Well, any damage will do for now. Move up, move up, move up, move up. Good. Good. Less good. Much less good. Can we scare them away? I'm already locked. You just go stand over there. You need a leader? That's calling bullshit. 2 of you go over here. In fact, 3 of you go over there. You get set to auto. Looks fine. Poor France. You over to there. Split, split. Split. Good. No, both of you need to go that way. One of you definitely needs a leader. You go sit on the war goal. Good. No, unacceptable. Good. Crush these. Sorry, but there is no escape. Come on, I told you to go there. Grrr. Good, we caught them. Split. Yup. Military access can be a huge pain, and the AI seems to always get whatever access they want, and then cancel it when they don't want it, and black flag you in the process. Okay, I need you to head that way at the moment. Cowards. Seriously, the instant that I... Got ya. The instant that I turned around, he turned around as well. Good. No, come down here. The war score from that's not worth you running around and suffering the attrition at the moment. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay, you also help guard here. Remerge. Fix that one. Good. Good. Pause. Wait. You. Here. Go. Yuck. But they are only peasants. Split, split, split. Not that many. Split, split. Split, split. Beautiful. The peasants walked into us. The peasants are revolting, sire. Oh, I know. Wow. I'm surprised by that. That means we need more cannons over here too. Thank you for getting rid of France. Portugal is almost sick of this. A little bit. Good. Mill. Take. Tech. Yes. You there. In fact, come to the other side of our forts. They're clearly hunting you. Okay, and then looks good. This towards the middle. Half of you down that way. Half of you stay here. Sucks to be you. You didn't catch me. New unit type. New cannon. No more capital for you. No, chase them down. Okay. Crush that. We'll see if they scared off. Okay, now crush that. You chase these. Teleporting armies. Are they doing their rebel impersonation? No. Split. Half of you just go straight across. Half of you come down. Up to there. Floridian flagship captured. In fact, we've captured a whole bunch of troop transports. Ugh, stay where you are. Stay where you are. No. Stop trying to go around me. Good. And then there. Smush. Come on, that's 10 to 1. Where's my 10 to 1 rule? Oh, wow. There are enough of them that they knocked us back here. Okay, what's combat width? Combat width is 36, you say. There. Oi, go intercept that. Got ya. And if all you do is hold them there briefly, that's fine. Good. Uh, 36 means we need at least a couple more infantry as well. That's 34, 35, 36, let's say about that many. How many men have died in this war? All of them. About 1 million versus 1 million. Back to your job of hunting enemy fleets in the Caribbean. That said, ooh, some people start to want out. Yes. Yes. Anyone else? Venice, welcome to peace. You know what? This guy, get up here as well. Yeah, that'll do for now. No, you go here. Good. Split. Maybe hire a new general if army tradition from battles is high enough. Our army tradition is still approximately 0. We've got one of the Age of Absolutism perks to use. We could care less. Like, seriously, the rest of these do nothing for us. We could care less after years of intensive study. But only then. Okay. No, come this way, and then knock them off this fort. You need to stop these, because somehow they got past our fort line. Me, because I don't build my forts on borders. I basically only build my forts on important choke points. Oh my god, we summon 100k men out of the ether. Split, and split, and... no, split, split, and split. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've become the necromancers we once feared so much. You step off. You join those. Alright. 2 of you, maybe not even. These of you live over here. These 2 of you live there. No, this isn't quite doing what I want. All of you merge this way, except for him who heads here. No, there is no escape. There is only death, you little 2-stack. Stop it. Good. No! How? Ugh. There. Absolutely no escape. Good. Now, I want this, and these 2. Yep, that's all I need. He's willing to give it to me. Done. Victory! Now we just have to wait a couple of years for the truce to be up. We eat Spanish Brazil, and we are everything but spawning the institution complete. White peace and do it all again? No. Split in half. I don't think anywhere can support a stack that... well, actually, Mixie can support a stack that big. All of you across to here. Because you missed those 2 islands. I can believe it because I think I did the same when I first did it. So yeah, I can believe it only too much. We are using far more sailors than we produce. It is time for these to go sit and rest again now that we're not at war. Merge, form, real stack, split off, you, form, real stack, split off, U, form, real stack, split off, U, form, real stack, split off, and the last one is that. You are disposed of. You saw a video once, a guy won a war with level 8 forts almost everywhere with just attrition. I mean, is it winning if you don't take more land? You've defended yourself, I'll give you that. Get rid of that. I want the siege me slowly thing. Get rid of that. I want the siege me slowly thing. Good. It's a victory if you take one ducat. Technically, yes. Technically correct. The best kind of correct. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 units here. Okay. Eat up Spanish Brazil. And we are done diddly on. Seriously? I just did that huge war with Spain, and his answer is, I want to go to war again. Holy moly, Spain. You're almost out of manpower. Whatever. Do you want your freedom again? Yes. Good, Florida. Did I attend the F1 racing? Nope. I am Radelaide, and isn't the